Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they're brought out by the rookie who was the talk of the NFL draft, Brock. First-round hype, but didn't go until the 5th round. It's Shedeur Sanders.
You know, Kate, his NFL career didn't get off to the ideal start through the draft process and obviously falling to the 5th round. But seeing him in person a couple times in Colorado, I'll tell you this, he is tough and he is accurate. And those are 2 attributes that every NFL team wants in their quarterback.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They'll go play action for Sanders. His first throw is an interception. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Bills are going to take over after the interception. And look at the opportunity they've now got at the very start of this game, Brock. All thanks to the interception on that opening possession.
Yeah, they love to say that a running game is a quarterback's best friend, but right next to that bestie is a defense that can take the ball away for you.
So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. They've got a man in motion. Allen now on first down. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Slot receivers headed left. Allen on 3rd and short. Brought in close to the 8. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Davis scores! Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Matt Prater for the point after try. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And time to hit a quick reset here, partner, after they find themselves behind following that opening drive INT.
Yeah, you say reset, I say Control-Alt-Delete. Pretend like it didn't even happen. You got to flush it in a hurry.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play action, Sanders. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here comes the Bills offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away, so 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
Play action now, Allen. Catch made by Cooks. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Short side option here. He's running left. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Browns take over.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubts into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Completed over the middle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a 1st.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. You
start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
From the gun, Judkins. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Tillman down the field, and he's got it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Browns 7.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, they were trying for Cooks, but it's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns bring it all the way back inside the red zone before he's finally hauled down.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Junkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained 1 yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Sanders going to look to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Getting a screen pass for Judkins. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So the Browns sending out Andre Schmidt on this 4th down. From the left hash, 34 yards away. Schmidt connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Allen off the play action. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They send a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Prater on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
21, Browns 10.
Now Prater on to send it away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders back to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Judkins on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed 1 more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another one for Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Short pass brought in. And he goes out, just needed 1 more step there to reach midfield.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 21-10, our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. And facing 4th down, they're leaving the offense out there. They'll go, Judkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Another game to Judkins. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 1.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Sneak here, Sanders. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Bills set to take over offensively. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
13-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep to the left. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this is the first time he's been called on today. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Browns getting their offense out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And dodge the tackle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18. That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Here's Sanders now. Go left side, and Tillman has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and 10 from the 32. Sanders setting the pass. He splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Run right side, Judkins. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Complete on the option. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns cut the lead down to 4.
Browns 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. Looking to his fullback now. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So 1st down from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
The Bills with a punt team out there. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Judkins up the middle. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Sanders. That's complete, David Njoku. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43. To throw now is Sanders. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Intended target there was David Njoku. And now they face second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Bills going nickel, 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. On target here to Njoku. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Play action now with Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. They get 23 on that one. And the Bills have a first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bay on its way. Another one for Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And Shakir has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Again, Allen to the air. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Throwing here, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Browns 17.
Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st down, here's Sanders. Gets him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. The pass ball is incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's caught. Judy has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on first down. Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the 33-yard line.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Sanders back to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the in route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. And Allen will hold on to this. This is a nice gain, nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Bills.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Second and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Allen on the play action. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Again, he's got room. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Allen now on 1st down. He's running with it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Has it at the 7. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Prater on for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now Prater on to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys they can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Sanders going to throw here on 1st. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Sanders. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll go. It's Sanders. He connects downfield. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Judkins will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Go to him again. And this is but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
3 yards.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on fourth down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game.
Bills 35, Browns 24.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills and Joshua Palmer set to go to work again. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Now it's Cook. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Denzel Ward makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the give, here's Judkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. This is scooped up by the Bills. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. Gets it to his fullback. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7. And off to Cook here, out of his own read. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bills, 1st down. A gain of 7.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's got it in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Prater on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills push their lead to 18.
Browns 24.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Roll left side, and Tillman has it. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Steps up, and he's running with it. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 from the 43. Judkins headed right. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another one for Judkins. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a 2nd time. That's going to bring him to 4th down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Now he's throwing deep, left side. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
A 50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Hits him on the in route. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's a give to Cook. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on first. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver left. First down, and they go right back to it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now a design run. It's Allen. And a productive run there on 2nd down. That's a gain of 6.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Now Allen going to the air. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Palmer coming in motion left. Allen on the play action. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the...
Put the body on the line for his team. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Bills keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bills grow their lead yet again.
49. Browns 24.
Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Another game to Judkins. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Gosh, how frustrating that must be, not just for him, but really the entire offense and the coaches, to see that kind of effort, to break a tackle on a run, and it still ends in a loss.
Offense to the line, second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Here he goes, third and long. On the screen, this is Simpson. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because a third down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
Fourth and forever coming up. They'll throw for it. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Play action now with Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
The Browns getting their offense out there. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Sanders going to look to throw. Called in by Njoku, left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First and 10 now from the 46. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was David Njoku. And it sets up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. He's trying to push the field. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They're going to try to throw for it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills are finally stopped on the return. They'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. This is a designed run for Allen. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. And Allen's going to run again. Jerks away from one. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
It's a gain of 14.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Bills started celebrating this win a while ago. Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5. Cook again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
3rd and goal now as they try to pile on further. Handoff here to Davis. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Only a gain of 2 and maybe a goal line stand here. It's 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
So on 4th down, out comes the Bills' field goal unit and Matt Prater. A very short kick here from the right hash. Prater puts it through, and that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Prater on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Judkins up the middle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Play action, Sanders. Look at all this time. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete. But no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.